You deserve more.
So do I.
Have you bought Boss combo meals, Tom? And now you're debating whether you want to continue living.
I bought a Boss combo meal, and Sarah just got tenders.
That made the right choice.
It's too much food.
And now Sarah's eating my chips.
Is she sniffing around your combo meal?
Stopped eating them. And you were trying to force them in.
Sniffing around your combo meal. Now that's a pretty good euphemism.
Sarah's sniffing around Tom's combo meal.
Yeah, you know.
It's the most annoying thing when you go out on
No,
a
Sarah's,
night out.
Sarah's sniffing around Tom's Boss combo.
I want to get a photo of you, so.
I'm glad to see that Tom's continued to leave his microphone in a pint of water.
Yeah.
I think it's got thicker. I think he's upgraded it to oil.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Vegetable oil.
Yeah. Next week it'll be syrup.
Batter.
Of course. Batter.
It's Vaseline.
Oh, Vaseline.
Now I've put so much Vaseline on myself. It started to extend out to the laptop.
Mm.
He ran out of surface area, so he's gone internal and now coated his voice box in Vaseline.
Yeah, he's had
The
a
microphone's fine.
A Vaseline enema.
Oh God!
No.
There's no way to be quicker.
That's the greasy shit. That is the greasiest shit.
That is, you're going to spend a long time wiping.
That means you do never have to push again.
That's
true.
That's going to be at least a double flusher at that point.
That seems like water repellent though. The shit would just like float.
Yeah, but all the Vaseline in there, it's just never going to go down.
Yeah. This is a weird ass conversation.
It is literally an ass conversation as well.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, it's a weird ass conversation.
Yeah. Shall we begin?
Yes.
And I don't remember what happened last time before we ask. It was a while ago.
Someone will, I'm sure. Richard, have you hit the big red button?
Yeah, I got all that weird poo talk.
Thanks, man. If you could send me that.
I'm so glad.
Can you redact it, please?
No, don't.
I move to strike it from the record.
Overruled.
Overall.
Fuck you, Dan.
Overruled by my lazy editing style.
The best thing is because it's right at the beginning, he could just lop it off. But if we keep referencing it throughout the entire session, he'll have to keep it in.
He'll have to leave it in.
Yeah.
Oh. Last session.
If he wants to go to find a pharmacy,
Hmm?
some Vaseline or some petroleum jelly product.
You can finish those.
No, I don't.
Last session, you got all up close and personal with this bitch.
Oh, yes.
Yes, we met Large Marge, didn't we?
You actually killed Large Marge more specifically.
I mean, that's a euphemism. That's
Yeah, Matt killed.
it's the polite business term for our group.
You say we killed Large Marge. I say we avenged Donnie's family.
It's like when you fire someone, you just say like, we had a conflict of interests and decided to part ways financially, or
Yeah.
like or in a business sense.
Yeah, there were creative differences.
Her shoulders and her head parted ways.
They had creative differences.
Yeah.
Indeed. So
Her left ear and her right ear going in different, directions from a
Literally.
business point of view.
So you you travelled to Neriminian, which was a bit of a dump on the coast of the Northern Sea, and you killed Large Marge. Donnie got his long-awaited revenge. Did you like that, Donnie?
Donnie. Donnie enjoyed it very much, but now he feels directionless and a bit doesn't know where his life is going now. He needs another purpose.
I mean,
That's sad.
you could You could pick up the cause of a rebellion against a tyrannical empire. That might be fun.
Or we could look for the rumored larger Marja. Marja's older sister.
Now you're talking my language.
Largest Marge.
Huge
Oh.
Jew.
Huge Jew.
Anyway, yeah, you did the thing, and you didn't actually travel back to go visit your good friend Mr. Salou. You actually messaged him, I believe, using
Yes,
sending.
no, because I can do sending now. So we just before we left, or we were leaving for where were we going? We were originally going for Navarra, I think.
No, you were heading to Caltra Rock.
No, is originally there was something else happening that he wanted us to head to after Nerimenium, but then on the way we just left. I did the sending, and then he said to go to Kalsharok. I think.
Yeah, you're most of the way there. You were given the option of either or, and you chose.
Oh, right.
Navarra was this guy.
Kalsharok.
Tom, stop molesting your microphone.
I'm just typing.
So, you are find yourselves on an airship en route to Calfra.
Yeah.
I refer you to Legend Keeper for references as to what Calfra is and where it is. Would anybody like a red description?
Yes, please.
Yes.
So, Calfra is the
Can I get a
easternmost.
blue description instead?
No.
Yeah, you know he can't tell the difference.
It is a
man.
blue description down
Blue
here.
description.
You're right, Andy. My bad.
Yeah. So Castle Rock is the easternmost fortress on the Braxis line, which is like the southernmost point of the Orc Badlands. And it sits in the foothills of the Hunterhorn Mountains, which is where your resident Goliath is from. It's right on the edge of the Imperium, and it's actually the only part of the Braxis line that existed before the Braxis line itself was formed. It was originally a settlement, which coincidentally means it's also the biggest because it was a sort of fortified town before it became a huge fortress.
Oh, yeah.
It's also got the highest concentration of dwarves anywhere left since the destruction of Anderfels, which was where the dwarves largely resided. And it is currently commanded by a Colonel Kabok.
Colonel Kabok.
Kabok. And you are en route there as we presently.
When you said it was the home of our volcanic boy, I have a distinct memory of Fallock last session being like, nope, don't remember, don't know those, no idea what those are.
No.
That is Calsharok.
Pretty
Ah,
small
yes.
looking, isn't it?
The man volcano. It's pathetic. Doesn't even erupt, you know.
The man.
It's also what I call my penis.
Which also doesn't erupt.
No, but I'm seeing somebody about that.
Oh dear. Oh, it's taken you a few days to travel by airship to make it to Calsharok. You've seen some sights on the way. You've travelled not quite the width of the Imperium, but near as thereabouts. You passed around Varantium and then across the big emptiness in the middle.
Hmm.
Until you made it to Calsharok. Upon arrival, it's not a massive dock at airship dock at Calsharok. It's undercover. There's like a big. It feels a bit like a big grand hall with a really tall vaulted ceiling, but there's no floor. There's just like an open space where the airships can dock undercover. It's open. One wall is all open out to the mountainside. It's set in the sort of southern side of the city, so it's facing away from the Badlands.
Did the big boss man say why we had to go here again?
No, he just said get there urgently.
He had a message that there was someone there. He needs some assistance. So, yeah, you're all in the airship dock, and it's immediately evident upon arrival that this is whilst there is a settlement here, there are clearly non-military people about. It's pretty much a military-run operation. So there's a lot of men in uniform. Well, I say men. There's a lot of different beings in uniform. There's quite a broad mix actually. There's quite a lot of dragonborn floating about in uniform. There's a lot of dwarves in uniform and out of uniform, and various humans and things spotted about. You don't notice any goblins though.
No goblin.
Is that odd, or would that be expected?
Not that remarkable. Goblins aren't particularly into organisation and order.
Mhm.
And the military doesn't really suit them. They're not the biggest and strongest of the sort.
I was going to ask, are they
Wow,
pretty
a lot of racism
ubiquitous
coming from
around the rest of the Imperium, other than just like Quaranus?
They're most populous there, but yeah, it's not that. It wouldn't be remarkable to meet one if you lived anywhere else in the Imperium.
I mean, it's on the other side of the fucking country, so fair enough.
Yeah. So you're as you come off the ship, you are met by a rather stern-looking dwarf in a sergeant uniform, and he introduces himself as Sergeant Short, and immediately chides you from against making any jokes because he's heard them all before.
Everybody in the party simultaneously puts down their hand.
Oh.
And he says you're expected,
Ooh.
and he leads you through various corridors. Bit weird, like as far as you can tell, the streets in this city are essentially like stone corridors with like houses and shops inside of them, but they have roofs. There are places where it's open to the air, but the vast majority of it appears to be kind of built into the gigantic walls, as far as you can tell at the moment. And then you are led out, and after a while, you appear to have come through the walls, as it were, and you enter a very large courtyard. And, there are various military exercises going on, and essentially, as far as you can tell, basically the city is built into the walls, and the whole the middle is just used as like a staging ground. Various different activities, and the stern-looking dwarf takes you to a very tall and very broad dragonborn who dressed in fairly flashy-looking armor, but not anything that outrageous.
Mhm.
Who turns to greet you. Hey, boys, how are you? Welcome to Kelso Rock. My name is Colonel Cobb, and I command here on behalf of the Imperial Army. That makes me the big chief in charge.
Okay, for everyone.
Hello.
Have you had a nice trip?
Not bad.
Yeah, it's okay, yeah.
Not bad at all.
Glad to hear it. So, how about we go somewhere slightly more private, and then we can have a discussion about what has brought you here.
Cyrus is nervous. He doesn't like going into private locations with strangers.
So he waves away the door, and he leads you to the back to the sort of city wall cities, and not that far in, you quickly come to a stairs, quite a tall winding stair. It leads upstairs into an office. Fairly Spartan, not particularly ostentatious. And there's a fire going. It's pretty chilly. You're in edge of the mountains. It's snow about. There's a fire going, and he sits down in a fairly comfy looking chair. Says, I have heard that you've been sent here by some mutual friends.
Mm-hmm.
Is that right?
Well, apparently so. Have to look at our rabbit boy to find out for the truth.
It's-
I
look
believe
at
so.
the
Did Mr. Salu tell me? I can't remember. Did he tell me who to like speak to or who our contacts would be?
He did tell you that, yeah, you'd be speaking to Colonel Mock.
Oh yes, our mutual friend, doing big air quotes in the air.
That's excellent news. I'm so glad. I need your help.
Apologies, but you seem to have a lot of soldiers here. What would you like us to do?
That, my friend, is a very good question. Allow me to enlighten you. So, here's the thing. We have an orc problem. Apart from the obvious, this being the Braxis line and all, specifically we have a problem with some particular orcs at Orksburger. So, allow me to set the scene. For some time now, my scouts have been noticing that orc numbers in the Badlands are dropping like shit off a shovel. They've been tailing off for a long while. Orcs tend to do that. But in the last few months, it's almost quiet out there. Except at Orksburger. Weird thing is, there's still lots of orcs there, and they won't fuck up. In fact, their raids have been more frequent than ever. Rangers still. The old marshals at Voldorma, my bosses, they're lackeys at the West Fort, and they insist things are as bad as they've ever been. It just isn't true. They're not that bad. I have on the quiet sent my own men there to investigate, and I'm pretty sure they're lying. So, as far as we can tell, the demon blood that riled the boys up back in the day seems to faded a bit, and they look to be tired to be rampaging across the Badlands when there's fuck all there. Who'd have thunk it? They're going home to the Wandering Hills.
So
Why it took them 20 fucking years, I don't know, man. If I'm honest. But there's a problem. Something is keeping a load of them over at Orksburger. And I need to know why. I think it could be I think a small group could maybe infiltrate and find out what's going on. We've even had reports of a vague message of someone asking for help in there. Frustratingly, my superiors, they are insistent that a raid on the city is too dangerous. And they've forbidden me from sending any Imperial troops to investigate. But my our mutual friend has suggested that you may be able to assist. He said you're quite handy in a tight spot and quite sneaky when it suits you. So, how about it? Do you fancy a jaunt to where no non-orcs have been for 2 decades?
yeah, why not?
Brilliant.
How much are we going to get paid?
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah.
Do I look like a banker?
No,
Yeah, but I didn't want to say anything. Sorry, banker. Oh no.
Can
Is that
someone
a
step
yes?
up in the background and just shout, "We're not doing it for fucking free."
If you want us to go somewhere where nobody is ever returned alive and come back alive somehow, you gotta, sweeten the pot a little bit.
Technically, mate, I didn't say nobody had come back alive. Nobody's actually tried to go at all.
Oh,
Oh, so it's worse than we
that's
expected.
much better. Yeah, clearly. So, and yeah, at this point, Thalok is just making money with his fingers.
My ability to pay you as external contractors will be limited. The Imperial Army doesn't really do all that. However, I believe I may be able to provide some arrangement. So there is an element of what would you call it, loot in the city. You may or may not be aware that before the Badlands were the Badlands, they were Anderfels, and that it was largely populated by dwarves. And as you may or may not remember, dwarves are fairly fond of gold. So, by all reports, there is plenty of gold that orcs aren't particularly bothered by in the city.
Is
So you know,
this guy Australian or South African?
Well, neither of those continents technically exist in this universe, but
exactly.
Because he's had 3 accents so far.
I think he's pronounced South Austrian.
That's Kalsharokian,
Sorry.
No, mate, I'm
regional dialect.
Honestly, it's better than anything I could have done.
So, yeah, you're welcome to keep anything you find. And also, I can. I have a merchant who provides a lot of the supplies, and I may be able to give you a small payment via him.
Nice.
What do you say? I can arrange for a scouting party to head out on routine surveillance to the city. They will get you there, and they will. The routine is normally 2 days, so you'll have 48 hours, whereby they'll be close by for you to retreat to when you want to leave. But I wouldn't be late, because if you get caught, you're probably fucked.
I think we should do it. Like, we could probably get some money off our boss back home. He sent us here in the first place.
We might need. Yeah, Merrill, super down for this. Just going somewhere where no one's ever been. He's super up for. The only issue I can see, lads, is taking our horde back, our sort of winnings back with us. We would be only able to carry with us what we could find. I've been meaning to look into this. We need to find something that will be able to carry a bit more than we would usually be able to carry, if you take my meaning.
Could we borrow a cart of some sort?
Or a giant.
Or
Yeah,
a floating
big
disc?
troll.
How much money do I have?
Troll.
Trolled in the dungeon. You don't have a magical shop in the city at all?
Oh well, of course we do. Backwards, you know.
All right. We may need to do some preparations beforehand, but I will deliberate with my party, but I am very interested.
Excellent. Right, I will arrange for the scouting party parties to leave at dawn. You have what that makes about 16 hours.
Ooh. This gives me time to change my spell, so I'm going to do that.
That seems like a good time to do that, yeah.
When you said this gives me time to change, I was hoping the next words to come out of your mouth was my napping.
That too. No, I don't need to wear a nappy during,
This gives me time to change.
D&D sessions, but, I know you
Hands
do.
in my head.
I don't know, buddy, but you're here.
All we need is a portable hole, Ed. That's what we need.
Yeah, I was thinking about something along the lines of like a bag of holding or something like that.
Portable hole's better. It's 6 feet by 10 feet deep.
Then you always need
Just
to
wanna fuck the
like
portable
get
hole,
it
don't you?
out and put it against stuff.
Which is not bad when it's loot.
Yeah,
But the other thing's only £20, I think.
If you put something in the portable hole, and then you went in the portable hole, and then if you put it in flat pack and then went in and built it, would you be able to get it out of the portable hole?
I think they only have a certain like dimensions of the little pocket dimension inside.
6 feet by 10, 6 feet diameter circle, 10 feet deep. So
You couldn't get
potentially,
anything in that was longer than 6 foot unless it went in always.
Yeah, we'd need
What
to.
if you built it and then
but you'd be building it in a cylinder. So,
it was bigger than the aperture that you put it in?
well, the aperture's the same.
It's
Oh,
still,
through.
the opening is the same size.
It's just like a pit.
Yeah, it's a
Silly
cylinder.
me.
You
Um,
fool.
So, did anyone need any more details? I think I'm
I think it's a terrible idea. I'm in.
Meryl's intelligent. He's not smart, and he's totally up for this.
Well, I think we've decided. Let's go.
Oh, that's a ritual. That's cool.
Donnie, maybe there'll be some exotic things you can hunt.
What would we need to? Meryl would like to go to get some directions to a local magic shop to get some supplies, if possible.
Does anybody here speak Orc?
That's a good point.
I think Donnie might.
I speak giant.
I speak.
Donnie.
Okay, I might need to switch my spells around as well.
Yeah. Welcome to the spell squad.
Donnie speaks Orc.
Donnie speaks Orc. We've got a
Donnie
translator.
speaks Orc, Goblin, Giant, Dwarvish,
And stupid.
and stupid. I mean,
I think the word is
he can
yokel.
speak as good as he speaks in English.
Stupid is as stupid does.
Donnie
Stupid.
He speaks common with the accent of country bumpkin.
Yeah. He also speaks
regional
Orc
dialect.
with the accent of pumpkin.
Marvelous.
1 second, I'm just going to switch to my desktop.
Okie doke.
I'm just testing something.
I made Tom disconnect whatever you did. Well done.
I did, yeah. Everyone knows Tom can't stand up to the door. There it is.
Mm.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Now,
it
granted,
was seeing a sunlight spell and made me sneeze.
yeah, I have to be careful using that, or Richard will get sunburned.
The word sun is enough.
It's a really, really good spell. The only problem is it's a 4th level spell, and I only have one 4th level spell slot, so it's alright. It won't be like my bloody Spirit Guardians, where I'm just endlessly doing it and annoying you.
So, other than Andy, who of you suckers can name the film that GIF that Andy's posted is from?
Which? Yeah.
Absolutely, categorically not.
Really?
I don't
Oh,
know.
I know. Can I?
Yeah,
Should
go on.
I just say, or are we guessing?
I'm guessing that, Dan. Do you know?
The only thing I can think of is
Let's all type in our guesses.
I
And,
don't
Okay,
even know the
yeah.
name of it properly, but it's the one
and,
with Kanye
and wait
Reeves.
until
Honestly, Bill and
wait
Ted,
to hit
I think.
enter until we count down.
I'm ready with my guess.
I've got my guess.
Yep.
And so we're going to go 3, 2, 1. Hit the button.
All right, you count us down, Ed.
All right, everyone ready?
Yeah.
No.
3, 2, 1. Pow! Oh wow, Sam with the fucking upstaging me there.
Yeah, wow, Jesus.
Why did it sound like I just saw. Oh wait, my Discord's crashed. You guys all hitting same comments at the same time. I just fucked my Discord.
Oh, God.
It is an excellent film.
I haven't seen
Good
it.
film.
It's featuring former president of the United States, Donald Trump, in that film.
It does, yeah.
Yeah.
The setting of the hotel is Trump Towers.
Oh,
Yeah.
fuck. Okay.
Is it actually? Jeez.
Yeah,
Never mind.
This is- but he was just a businessman who owned a hotel, so they.
I don't have
He
that
was
dawn
just a
spell
simple
yet, Sam.
businessman.
It's a 5th level spell, and I'm an idiot. Damn it.
I didn't think it was quite good.
I was staring at it, wondering, like, why the fuck didn't I pick that when I leveled up? That's like incredible. I can make that so thematic, and it's like, oh yeah, that's why, because I'm not high enough level. It's alright. I'll just I'll take another spell to screw over Richard. Oh yeah, that's the stuff.
There we go.
Arguably, that's worse.
Oh,
Because Dawn's just a little bit of sun.
that's quite a
Daylight
lot.
is the enemy.
I think
these are-
Dawn's probably more concentrated.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Interesting.
Is Tom?
He was switching over PCs, so
Yeah.
Oh.
no,
You
it's
know
all right.
when I pay attention.
This is the actual spell.
But Tom's
was
got to do his
picking up some
pre-flight checks before he turns the computer on.
Guiding bolt, motherfuckers.
Alright, let's see what that says.
Now I have less just ridiculous concentration spells.
And you've actually managed to get it so that you can press the spell and it actually does it.
I know, it works. It's
First time
great.
in how long that you've been able to get a spell to do that?
Oh, very, very
Well,
long
look
time.
who's come crawling back.
It's only little old me.
Crawling back.
Right. Going.
Yeah, I'm just checking more spells just in case.
So is Meryl leading up the charge to go find the magic shop?
Yes, if that's okay.
The Novichok.
Which I will go with him.
No.
Where
I
is
seek
it?
a Novichok.
Yeah, we figure this will be much better with chemical weapons.
Just go to a local park.
Oof.
Some
Very
gentlemen
topical.
thick accents.
Mhm.
Yeah, like on me.
Tom, what's your favourite chemical weapon?
Andy's farts.
Yeah. I like a rudimentary pump. Call me old fashioned.
You're old-fashioned.
You take that back.
I told you not to say that.
You specifically told me to say, actually.
Hello. Meryl, you're hunting specifically for a portable hole?
Yeah, I mean something. Yeah, like a portable hole, like bag of hole and that kind of thing. Something that would allow us to carry gear. I've been meaning to get something like this, and now we have a little bit of cash. I think it makes sense.
Wait, bag of holding is way better than I thought it was. Sorry, ignore me.
Yeah, it's the handy haversack. I think is the small one.
Yeah, that's the off-brand version.
Yeah, it's the little like fanny pack
Mm.
version. So yeah, there's like a bag of holding about. That would be my sort of ideal. Or somewhere that sells something similar.
Yeah. After a little bit of hunting, you find what you're after. You find the shop. And I am just trying to find a little bit of bit.
It's a nice drill bit.
Oh, and just seeing as we're going somewhere magical, I just wanted to. I think I actually topped up on. Oh no, I've got plenty of magical ink and paper. I would like to see if they had any spell books in this spell shop that would allow me to speak to other people's. Specifically, I'm looking for the spell tongues, sort of. I am looking for spell books that would spells that would allow me to speak with other people. Sort of out of character. I'm looking for the spell tongues.
Okay.
I think it's a second level.
Assume we've all had a long rest, by the way, Sam.
Yes. Right. So in the magic shop, you find they have surprisingly they're largely kind of military orientated, so they actually have quite a lot of different bags. They have some handy haversacks, but they're kind of geared up as kind of like elite scout packs to put them, like they're particularly small on the outside, so they can be hidden and they're lightweight. They are quite expensive. They are 10,000 gold each. However, there are larger, more robust, and slightly less fancy-looking bags of holding, and they are only 2,000 gold each.
2,000 gold.
What can I get for 186 gold?
Novichok?
The spender offer is available for gold.
Oh, why don't you buy one and then put the others into that one and walk out with them? Then you have several.
Meryl,
Create a black hole.
Meryl says, well, I can foot the bill for most of this. Does anyone have 400 gold they could foot me?
Yeah.
They could loan me?
Yeah. Sure.
Really?
Yeah.
Lovely. I pay 1,600 for the other to get one of those just bags of holding.
No worries.
And that is all me money.
Oh no, SpongeBob! You spent all me!
Except, no, wait. I've got 69 gold pieces left.
Nice.
You're spending all my money, lad!
What else do they sell there, Sam?
They sell all sorts of shit.
Any kind of spell scrolls?
Yeah, they have a few.
What kind of spell scrolls?
Yeah, there's Ed's bag of holding.
Thank you.
I just gotta get out of these towels.
Any sick potions?
They have some potions of greater healing.
Oh, can I get some of those?
Yeah.
How much are they each?
Here, a potion of greater healing will set you back 100 gold.
Sorry?
Greater healing, let me just check this. Sorry, greater healing is 50 gold. Superior healing there is available for 100 gold each.
Have the cheaper one.
So it's 50 gold for a potion of greater healing.
Greater healing. What's that? Is that a D8?
4d4 plus 4.
And what's
44.
superior?
There's a handout for it.
Oh yeah, there it is.
Ah, that's 2. This I can't.
8d4 plus 8. Okay.
4d4 plus 4, and I'm getting 4 of them. Sum total of 200.
That's a bit.
I'm gonna buy 2 superior healings.
I think I might get one of each.
Okay.
Hmm.
They don't appear to have any potions of supreme healing.
Damn.
What's pity?
What do they? So what was the great? What was the one they had the most of? Greater.
Yeah, they've got a lot of all the ones they have.
Yeah.
They have more potions of healing too. They're only 30 gold.
Sorry, how much was greater healing?
50.
50. I'll buy 2. Any other potions?
Not that they're willing to sell to non-coms.
That's suspicious.
They're fairly upfront about it. You know, they don't sell like the in-world magical equivalent of combat-enhancing drugs to non-members of the Imperial Army.
Well, it's just bit interesting that they want us to help them out, but we're not one of them.
Yeah, I'd take some D&D meth. Oh, actually, hang on. Can I try and buy some poison? Just in case we need to
How
poison
are you
more.
going about this?
I'm just going to be like, oh, we're going to this orcish base. If we could poison their food supply or their water or something like that, that would certainly scare them off. Have you got anything for that?
The guy behind the counter is like a tall, thin guy with a pointy beard and kind of goatee. He strokes it for a second and kind of looks a bit amused, and then he kind of has a little like light bulb moment, puts his finger in there, and he goes, just a thing.
Cesium.
And he disappears through the door behind his counter and in the back, and you hear like lots of like rattling bottles and stuff. And after 5-10 minutes, he comes back with quite a large vial of a foul, greeny liquid with splashes of red in it.
Ooh.
With a heavy wax top to seal it tight shut.
Mm-hmm. What is it?
Well, truth is, not entirely sure what it actually is, but I do know where it came from.
Better. Yes.
So, a couple of years back, we had a bod who was unfortunate to get punched up with some poison arrows by a particularly nasty tribe of orcs who thankfully have since gone back to the Wandering Hills. And he came out all over in hideous boils. They were large. And the surgeon did his best to save him by draining said boils.
Mm.
And this is the contents.
Grim.
Oh,
I'll take it.
I'll be honest, nobody else has ever shown interest, so I'll take 10 gold.
Done.
For the large vial of...
Large vial of gross shit. Excellent.
So Ed, as an active member of the NHS, how does it make you feel?
that makes me. Ugh.
If I drink it, I would gain the orc's power.
What I'm hearing is that basically we've just got smallpox. So
we
I assume
did get
we're gonna-
chemical
True, I
weapons
could
in the
definitely-
end.
we're gonna put it on some blankets and give it to the natives, are we?
Oh, no.
That's the plan. Yeah, can I get 10 blankets, please?
And then years from now, they'll celebrate it by eating turkey.
As is
Have a-
tradition.
I could have a respectable side hustle as like an arms dealer, just for, like selling old like dressings from work.
Gross. I'm into it.
I'm sure if you spent a month collecting all the fluids you collected out of anybody and putting them in a bagara, it would probably sell.
I'm pretty sure if you did that, you'd get sectioned. But you know,
I just take my uniform off at the end of the day and just ring it.
You just ring
above
out your
a bucket.
uniform and sell that. Oh, yeah.
Lovely. Any question my own imagination sometimes.
Good.
It's pretty gross, but you know,
I would if I was you.
I'm into it. I'm gonna stir it into their food, or just in case we need to. I mean, the other option, I've got like dragon organs and stuff, but I feel like if we stir that into food, we might accidentally make them a lot more powerful.
Mm.
Can I get a rundown of bits of dragon that are left in people's inventories?
I have teeth, scales, and organ.
Or just organ, individual, undefined?
You literally, I was like, "Can I take some gross bits?" And you were like, "Fine, add dragon organs to your inventory." And they've been there this whole time, and they are probably quite fresh.
Donnie
They're-
has.
They're in a big Hessian sack. And
Yeah,
they
I don't open that sack.
You don't know what they look like, but the sack is starting to leak slightly.
Yeah. I'll just can I get a second sack for this?
It's a double bagger.
Yeah, at this point, I'm just going through many sacks.
What about you, Tom? What have you got in your inventory?
Donnie's got dragon skin, dragon teeth, 4 times 4 dragon claw, mushy dragon eye,
Mushy dragon.
and yeah.
Probably more mushy now.
I also have. Do I have that? White dragon scale mail.
Oh, I think that was the intention you guys were looking at.
You were trying to make, but you never took the time to finish it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You and Tharlock forgot about it.
Okay, I don't have that then.
We did.
So
plan-
the dragon skin is honestly it's so thick that like when you were skinning it, like there was very little I don't know how to put it. Essentially, you took off like the top layer that sat below the scales, which is so rough and like leathery that there was no real moisture to it. So that's actually just dried itself out rather than go rot.
Does that mean? Hang on. Does Donnie have dragon jerky?
I
Yeah.
don't have.
Season it up. You'll feast for days.
kind of more like it's kind of more like uncured dragon leather.
Yeah, you can eat leather.
You could do it if you wanted to.
Shouldn't, but you could.
And then the dragon
And
eye
something.
is at this stage the dragon eye in terms of like texture and consistency, it's a bit like a very
Trifle.
no, it's a bit like a very overripe satsuma. So it's got like a skin around the outside of it that stops it breaking up, but it has no real form anymore. It's almost like a bag of like liquid.
See,
It's not full structure, so it's kind of you can squeeze it almost like a stretch ball, but you wouldn't want to squeeze it too hard. Currently, the whatever is inside it is contained within.
Donnie also has a hippogriff head.
That stinks.
A bear coat.
That also stinks.
Some
That's
whale
not because
oil.
of it rotting. That's just because Donnie's worn it.
Yeah, and a wolf hide.
Yeah, the hide's not too bad.
I like the idea that Donnie knows how to properly preserve these things, but chooses not to.
I think I'm willing to accept the hides. He probably took the time at some point to scrape the skin, most of the skin off, so they're relatively clean. But the eye is just foul.
He keeps it in his top pocket for good luck.
Every time he gets attacked by something, it squishes a bit more.
Yeah, every time he's really suspicious, and every time he gets a headshot, he has to kiss it.
And he also pats it, and it just gets mushier and mushier.
Yeah.
It sits over his right breast like a foul boob.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that thing's gonna be big, like a deflated like tennis ball.
Donnie must be the
is a
most
dragon eye.
disgusting
This-
smelling person in our party ever.
I
And
like
we had
the
someone
idea.
who ate fingers and another one that collected hands.
Oh,
Donnie is
shit, both of
literally-
those are mine.
This
Yeah.
is the dragon eye, so we're talking like this thing's the size of a small football.
I like to imagine that he somehow managed to find like such a peculiar selection of things that all of the aromas cancel out,
That's like a disgusting.
and that's
flavour
why
flavor.
he's able to be an effective hunter because he doesn't smell of anything.
Does anybody else think of this when they listen to that, Donnie?
Oh god.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll do. Right. I assume we're done shopping.
If Donnie ever dies, we are going to have to burn him and just try really hard to not breathe the smoke.
Have you seen the MythBusters where they try to make a car so bad,
Oh yeah,
not so bad you can't sell it?
they put a pig in
They,
it.
they put a dead pig carcass in it, and then they literally couldn't go near it
Yeah, they go.
without throwing up.
They go and buy like this car from a guy. He's like, I'm really sad to be selling this. This is like one of my prized possessions type things. And the guy's like, yeah, it's going to a good home, don't worry. And then they just put a dead pig in it and leave for a month.
That is brutal.
So, the next morning, you report. You're at the main gate at dawn as you were instructed. Your friendly colonel is not present, but Sergeant Short is there. He appears to have a steed, which looks awfully like an overgrown warthog or boar. And he has some small horses, and there's a troop of 30 other infantrymen and a captain, and they're all there, and they're waiting for you. And you mount your horses, and you head out into the Badlands.
Oh, I've just closed Roll20 accidentally.
Very nice.
Scenic.
Isn't it?
Are they bad?
They've been bad. So yes, briefly remind me, just so I forgot to note it down earlier. What was the name of the place? Is it Augsburger we're going?
You are heading to Augsburger, yes.
Augsburger. Augsburger. Beautiful.
Named after their amazing cuisine.
Mm-hmm.
That's what you think.
It's true. The delicious orc taco. It's very good.
Yep.
I would like to made Augsburger.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah, or taco was a strong favourite until but they lost the vote.
Yeah, you lost out.
Yeah.
All right.
There was some
If,
copyright issues.
If you've got Legend Keeper open, you can see it's no short distance from Kalsharok to Augsburger. In fact, it's quite a long way.
Yeah, it's a fair. Are we walking?
Yeah, dang.
Like savage?
You're riding.
Oh, thank God. Okay.
It does take you a good 3 days.
Nice.
Whilst we're flying, whilst we are like traveling, I would like to just periodically have Bigsby, my owl, flying about above, just to keep watch from up there, just for enemy orc patrols and stuff.
I would like to practice throwing rocks at Bigsby.
Okay. Bigsby does his rounds. Yeah, you travel all the way, and after 3 days, you make it to the small lake to the south of Augsburger. See on that if you have it open. It's not a particularly pleasant looking lake. It's quite murky, and you travel. You pause there, and you travel around the edge of it, and until you get to the point where the river leaves it, and there's a small hill. Just to the left of where the river meet, or the left of the west of where the river leaves the lake, and this is where from here that the troop set up, and Sergeant Short comes to find you and confirms that they will be here. It's just sort of mid morning, and they will be here for exactly 2 days. Just as the sun hits roughly 45 degrees on the second day, they will be gone. And they will leave your mounts here if you're not back. But it'll be a long way alone. And he without much ado, he points to the kind of lump in the distance, which is kind of visible as a city. It's a ruined city. I mean, once it was Hothberg, it was a pretty grand place. Fair bit of Gothic architecture and quite tall buildings, but it's these days it's ruins. Set about with quite large orcish camps. So there's big canvas or high tents with bridges around them and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a lot of orcs floating about. You can see them milling in and out, doing different various things. It's a busy place.
Are orcs inherently aggressive towards other races?
Pretty much. Not indefinitely. If you met an orc in the Imperium, you definitely look twice and you'd be surprised.
Here, if we come across an orc, should we just assume that we have to kill them immediately?
I mean, they're not the brightest of creatures, so there's not a guarantee they're going to be instantly hostile, but they are going to be confused. These orcs in particular have moved, 20 odd years ago, they all came down out of Wandering Hills, led by a bunch of demon blood nutcases, and they've kind of never left. But when they turned up, basically they just ravaged everything in their path, and they haven't had any meaningful civilized contact with anyone other than the orcs for decades, so they're probably not particularly friendly.
But they're not like Lord of the Rings level of like, you see him, you kill him.
No, they are. There are orcs in existence outside of the Badlands who are arguably slightly more civilized, who
Okay, but
are capable of operating within normal society.
But the orcs that we're about to potentially come across are on the side of kill them. Yes.
Yeah, they've been attacking the Imperium
Yeah, that's fine.
intermittently for the last 20 years.
It's just good to know. Just so.
So the last thing Sergeant Short says to you is that he last time they were here, there was a note left for them when they arrived, like the second morning they were here, and it asked for outside assistance, and said that if it was about to essentially come at dawn to where the edge of the city meets the main sort of the larger river, to the south of the city, the Stambaum River, which is also on your Legend Keeper map.
Yeah, look at that.
Remember you mapping it, naming it.
You did. Yeah, so the Augsburger sits in like the kind of little V area created by the Stambaum and the river that leads north from the lake that you arrived at.
Yeah.
So it's mid-morning. The instructions were the instructions were there for sunset, not sunset.
So I guess we'll build a camp. If we could meet at sunset.
Yeah, you've got a day.
Go hunting.
Wait, so sorry, it asked us to meet them at sunset rather than dawn.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. Yep. Sunset. Cool. I guess I would spend the day using Bigsby to kind of fly out over the city or around it, to kind of and look through his sensors to kind of get a good lay of the land and any sort of general scouting, just to get an idea of how many orcs, how big the place is, what any particular weird things. I mean, Meryl's not a soldier; he wouldn't know what to look for, but just general stuff he would notice.
Mm-hmm. So I was going to do a bit of praying because he hasn't done much lately.
Bigsby sees largely what you've already established. It's ruined city. The orcs don't seem particularly interested in buildings. The vast majority of the buildings that are there have been smashed, or they're little more than rubble with a few sort of random walls here and there. There are fairly significant areas where there's barely a stone left, and looks like they've cleared them and just created what you recognise as more of a traditional orc camp with sort of hide settlement.
Okay.
After a few hours, via Bigsby, you established that essentially there looks to be various groups present. They're not all just intermingling randomly. There are established groups that sort of are living and operating amongst themselves. And you work out there is one, the largest group is not that far from roughly where you've been instructed to meet on the bank of the River Stambaum.
Mm-hmm.
Just beyond that, there's a large kind of depression in the ground.
Oh, cheer up.
It's like a kind of very broad canyon, and there's cliffs around the end of it that are about 40 feet high, and that's where the biggest tent you can see is set up. And there's a couple of paths down in there, and that looks like that's kind of possibly the kind of nexus of where all the orcs are coming in and out of. And there's a small hut or tent on the edge of that near the river, Like it's probably the closest building or tent building, whatever, to where you guys are anticipating you need to go at dusk.
Okay.
Anybody got anything else they want to do with their time?
No, I don't think there's much Naxor could be doing in preparation. Resting, I guess. It's going to be a long night.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
I suppose somebody needs to watch for the potential bad boys coming up.
Who's got night vision?
Oh, I do. I could do that.
I do. Let me just double check.
I don't.
I just carry a little thing that allows me to see. And
Oh no, I don't.
I've got a little
Or
light.
worst case, light cantrip everywhere so that everyone knows.
Yeah,
where
I've just got the
I
light.
have
Yeah,
a
that's
literal
exactly
item
what we want.
that's permanently lit.
Yeah, that whole sneaking stuff that got us this job was a fluke.
Yeah.
God doesn't know it.
I don't know
I'm
what
wearing
happened.
Plate armor, guys.
We left them to and we said we'd meet them at dusk, and they just lit the place up.
So you wait until very nearly dusk. Sun is low, and I'm assuming you're going to make your way to said location.
Yes.
Oh, before we go, Thalok, I've been meaning to give this to you for some time. It's a type of spell that I'm not able to use. I think you might have better luck with it, and I'll give you the spell scroll of Flame Strike that we got from Boss Vitelloni before.
Ooh.
Because I can't use it because I'm a wizard.
Can I use it?
You're a foolish
It
little
is a
wizard.
cleric spell, I checked.
Oh,
I could
hooray.
use it.
Oh, yeah.
He's given it to me, though. And it's fire. I like fire.
I figured it seemed very fitting.
That is very thematic.
I will add that to my inventory. Thank you.
All right. Yeah. I mean, this seems like something where we should try and be a bit stealthy.
Sneaky.
Roll something.
I don't know, I had that as well.
That might have been my Discord
Right.
voices.
Guess
Right.
we wait.
So you head on over to your apparent meeting place,
Mm-hmm.
and you stay there for some time. There's a small rise in the ground just near the river, and you hide there, and it's there's a bit of a sort of, I won't call it grass, that'd be a bit much. It's kind of it's very stalky, almost dead looking vegetation, but it's enough to give you somewhere to hide behind.
Mm-hmm.
And after about 20-30 minutes, you see a squat orcish figure, mistakenly orcish, with what looks like a stick. It comes out of the building near the edge, and kind of looks out towards the river, basically directly towards you. Does a bit of puts his hand above his eyes and looks like strains his eyes a bit, and then sort of scratches his head a bit, and then waves, and then looks again, and then gives you another wave, and then waves his arms if to gesture, and you should gesture if you should come towards him.
Is there anything suspicious around him?
As far as you can see, there are other orcs there.
Is he stood by anything that a bunch of orcs could jump out at? Does this look like an obvious ambush? Is what I'm thinking.
it'd be a fairly strange ambush if it was one.
Alright, I'm sold. We should go and say hello to the friendly man.
I cast Fireball. No, I'm kidding.
Actually, I did get this flame strike.
As we're walking over, I'm just going to cast Comprehend Languages. I don't think I'll be able to speak, but I'll be able to understand what he's saying at least. Oh wait, spoken language, yeah.
You can understand him, but you can't respond. Okay.
Yeah, tongues would let me speak, but comprehend language would let me at least understand him.
Neat.
Cool.
Cool.
All right.
Scary.
You gonna go? What are you doing?
Well, then I can't speak to him, so.
Are you
Who was it? It was Donnie. that-
Yeah, we should approach him, and Donnie can be our
Jesus.
translator.
Just say hello in
Which
common.
so
Maybe he
far-
speaks common.
Maybe he does. Yeah.
Donnie is going to walk up to him and immediately start reciting his life story in Orcish.
Can we get a rough guide as to how that might sound? I'm not anticipating understanding it because I don't speak Orcish, but
It's going to sound awful.
I'd like to,
Just for the RP.
yeah, I'd like to hear how it might sound.
It's Orcish with a hillbilly twang.
No, you're very good at describing what it sounds like, but I'd like to hear what it sounds like.
I think it's almost better left to the imagination, don't you think?
No.
Enough.
I don't think so.
Shush. I'm in charge, not you.
For now.
Yeah.
Usurp the TM. Bring down God.
That will not end well for you. So you meet a squat figure.
Yeah,
And he gestures at you and reels off some rapid Orcish, which Donnie and Meryl. The gist of the situation is, where the hell have you been? I asked you to come weeks ago. Who are you? Are you here to help?
Cyrus just gives a thumbs up.
So Donnie says, "What? Are we too early? What time were you expecting us?"
All right.
Only Tom could get away with someone accusing us of being late and then asking if they're early.
I was just thinking.
The orc looks disgusted at Donnie's horrendous accent and probably bursts out into common. Hello.
Oh, thank God.
Is that better?
Donnie is now going to say, "Oh, you speak Common," and then he's gonna say his life story in Common as well.
Oh, shut up. I'm Umi. Who are you?
What was his name? Sorry, you cut out.
It's question mark.
Oh. How is that pronounced?
Close it and open it again. It will show the name. I've updated it.
Oh,
Grumac.
Grumac.
Bucket Doctor. I want to know why he's called a Bucket Doctor, but I kind of feel it's better for the imagination.
He saves buckets.
Is he the whole bucket?
He puts duct tape over holes in buckets.
They're endangered around here.
It's,
Bucket Doctor is a title.
It's Half Bucket's father.
I am leader of the Catheads.
Full bucket.
We follow a belief that everybody should always have everybody in the Catheads should always have something to cover their heads. Uncovering your head is only to be done in private and safe places.
This
Are you
is the
trying to
way.
be Tom Hardy from Peaky Blinders?
No.
Well, that's what's happening.
Got
That's
it. I
Got
like
him.
the Jewish orc.
I didn't even know that was what it sounded like. No,
Now-
it's just generic 40k orc accent.
Now Thalok is wearing a helmet, so he will nod sagely.
Lovely.
This is correct. This is the way.
You do note that he's wearing a big old skull on his head, and it does cover his entire head.
I know, but I really want a bucket.
He's like a Cubone. So sad.
Oh, you here to help?
Yes, no, we're definitely here to help. Please, tell us how we can help.
Well, orcs is wandering types. We do not settle by nature. When was the last time you saw an orc city? Present location accepted.
Well, then, never, I'm afraid.
Exactly.
But
So,
we've never really kind of gone anywhere, so haven't really seen many cities, to be honest.
I am a seasoned adventurer.
you look like a rabbit.
Those are not necessarily mutually exclusive.
With that, Grumac looks at Thalok, says, "Is they good eating?"
Thalok is just going to silently shake his head like, no.
Did looking dejected.
Yeah, like that, that kind of thing where you're just like, nah, trust me, man, it's not worth the hassle.
Amen. Right. Here's the thing. There's this boss. He's a war chief. He's called Burrs. He's in charge, like. And most of the orcs all up for fucking off. Going home. Going for a good wander. In the hills, like. But this Bob, he's fairly big, and he wants to stay. I think I can get everybody else to leave and go back to how they should be, having a good wander. But for Burrs, and the trouble is, he's got a nasty-looking fella held up in his camp. And he sets him on anyone who disagrees. Like most of the big tribes don't care for Burrs, and they fucked off. But there's enough little ones left that we can't get rid of him. So basically, he's using Tannerup, the big old demon-fueled nutcase, like, to maintain some sort of control.
I'm sorry, the what? The demon fueled, did you say?
Yeah, a Tannerup.
How many
I
legs
know
of
what that
that
is.
goal?
So you're probably all familiar with the concept of a Tannerup, even if you've never seen one. I can
Okay.
share that with you. You can actually Google it in the
Let me just double check.
search. You can search it in the compendium.
We've definitely fought one of these before.
They are essentially like the most original demon orc. They're cursed by
OG.
How are you spelling it?
Tanaruk.
Tanaruk.
It's half demon, half orc.
So that is Burrs, or he has one. Was it? Sorry.
He has one.
Oh man.
He's keeping it like captive and using it as kind of a threat to maintain control, essentially.
Also. Okay.
I accidentally clicked on the image search on Google, and there's sexy versions.
Oh no.
Tell me more.
Oh no.
Oh no.
I can't wait to see the token that Sam's picked.
Sexy demon orcs.
God damn,
Get out of my
sexy
dreams.
Tanaruks.
Now I'm sad. Alright, and Grumac confirms you've got some options. So, there's a few ways you could do this. You could go all sneaky like and get rid of Burrs. Or, if you're feeling brave, you could go all sneaky like and get rid of Tanaruk. That'll work too. Or, if you're feeling very bold, possibly quite stupid, but it's possible, you could challenge Burrs to fuck off. But that would probably result in fighting the Tanaruk. And orcs we like a bit of one-on-one combat, so that'd be a one-on-one fight with the Tanaruk. Also, I should probably point out, if you choose a sneaky option and get caught, you'll end up in the pot. Orcs don't like it.
What's the pot?
The pot.
We're
That didn't
turned
come
into
through.
soup.
Oh. I don't want to be soup. I don't like gravy.
Excellent reference.
Thank you. Chicken Run 2 coming out soon. Let's go. Let's go after the big boy.
Which
I
they
think we
both
challenge
sound
him.
very big.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, in unaccented English, the options laid out before you are as follows: you can sneak into the camp and try and kill Burrs quietly.
Mhm.
You can sneak into the camp and try and kill the Tanaruk quietly, or you can, with Grumac's help, challenge Burrs to essentially, like martial combat, single combat. But he would probably send Tanaruk instead. But if you were to do that, the orcs would probably allow it because they take the one-on-one challenges pretty seriously. They would allow you to. They wouldn't just murder you on sight. They'd let you live and everything. But they would expect you to, whoever went, they'd expect you to fight the Tanaruk one-on-one.
Why don't we kill the Tanorak first and then challenge him?
Or we could poison it or something.
Yeah.
I have this gross bottle.
I feel that even if we manage to get him in a one-on-one fight, he's probably still quite fearsome. He is the boss of all the orcs.
But is he the boss of the orcs because he rules with fear, or is it because he's actually strong?
Is he
Sounds
very
like Cyrus
strong?
wants to fight him.
I'm just saying, if we kill his henchman first and then challenge him, and then he tries to, I don't know what the accent's going. It's going all over the place at the moment. If he tries to call his lackey and his lackey doesn't turn up, that's going to look very bad on him.
Oh.
Where does he keep his pet?
So there's the view from afar, but Grumac explains when you could see the really big sort of tent situation. That's Burrs' tent. The camp in the depression nearby is where literally, not that far away at all, is where Burrs is set up. And Buck is there because he's the tribal leader, so he's got a camp nearby. but his tribe's the Ketheads aren't particularly large. They are but a small tribe. The rank and file of the Ketheads who don't wear skulls on their heads do wear buckets.
Good lads. It's a whole clan of half buckets.
So does he keep?
Do 2 half buckets make it whole though?
So is his
No.
does he keep this Tanaruk to hand? Is it?
Describing it as a tent. It is like 40 feet tall and it's got wooden posts. Like it's,
Oh yeah, I'm imagining like a big old fucking circus tent sort of situation.
Yeah, I'm just gonna get another beer while you guys deliberate how you're gonna do this.
Murder.
What if we kill them both sneakily?
That's even better. And then we challenge them, and it's a really easy challenge because they're already dead. Now we do have 2 rogues, so I feel like we'd be foolish not to use the sneakiness. But at the same time, I am not the sneakiness.
We are the you are the anti-sneak. Yes, we do have some very sneaky people, and I can help with this.
Excuse me.
We could. I mean, we're going to have to take out Burrs sooner or later.
Yeah.
The Tanaruk, I feel, when we take out Burrs, is still going to be a problem afterwards.
Yeah, but orcs might feel emboldened after the leader's dead to just sort of kill the big beastie thing.
Yeah. That's true. And then they could all rally behind us, then we could all kill it together.
And then we can march on the forts.
Exactly! God, the whole plan of the revolution. We become orcish war chiefs.
Fucking.
It's brilliant, yeah. I'm in.
This is King
So
of Finn's Hill all over again.
Then we'll rename the mountain.
The Naxal Badlands.
It's gonna be, was it Cyrus Burger?
Yep.
So, what's the verdict?
Should we
Overthrow the 4 castles, I think we've decided.
We're gonna have this sort of access line. That's bold.
I feel that Burrs should be the priority, and the Tanaruk maybe a secondary goal afterwards.
Yeah.
I feel that hopefully there wouldn't be as much security around the Tanaruk afterwards, or potentially the orcs might start just leaving straight away, and we might be able to.
Ultimately, Grumak is he has some political sway as much as the orcs operate with politics. It's tribal politics, but it's politics all the same. So he's fairly comfortable that without Burrs as like the counter, he has enough kind of grounding to persuade enough people to leave that those that were left would probably leave anyway because they don't want to be there alone, kind of thing. They're like he could get enough people gone that there would be too many gone for them for it to be viable for the rest to stay. You've got basically Burrs is the issue, but Burrs without the Tanaruk wouldn't have the clout.
Do we have any idea?
Burrs having been defeated if the Tanaruk was gone. Yeah.
I was just about to ask, what do we know what the Tanaruk might do if Burrs was taken out? Would it just sort of like just peace out and just wander off, or would that kind of?
He's not like adamantly controlling it. They're basically keeping it imprisoned.
Oh, okay.
Oh wait, if Far Cry has taught me anything, all we have to do is snipe the cage from really far away, and then it will run riot and kill everybody, and then we just walk in there at the end.
That is how it works.
Like the way the kind of how to describe this. The way this works is that Burrs is not weak in of himself, but because they've got this strong culture of being able to essentially challenge anyone for power based on their strength or like single combat. He has this kind of trump card of none of the orcs there are willing to take on the Tanaruk one-on-one.
I do think we should just unleash it though. It's not a bad plan.
It seems like it would still follow him.
If it got out, they could put it down.
Yeah, but that saves us fighting it.
But the first people it's going to
They
be.
will probably capture it again. They've already captured it.
Not necessarily going to kill it.
They know how to handle it. They must let it out at some point to kill things, so they must have a system to get it back in.
Maybe, but if we sabotage it, all I'm saying is it would be weaker by the time we had to fight it.
Yeah.
It gets out and then we challenge.
Might lose the element of surprise.
Yeah, I mean, ultimately, it's not like a dragon. This isn't like this isn't.
You say that like we haven't killed a dragon, but yeah, I get the point. Yeah.
I feel. I mean, Merrill puts up his hand. All right, I feel that we should go after Burrs first. Who's with me?
I am with you, tiny rabbit man.
Yeah, I second the boss man first.
Yep.
Sounds good.
Cool.
I also agree.
Oh.
Now, how are we gonna do that? So we need to sneak. We need to sneak in then. So Grumac, when would be a good time to get to Burrs? Is there any times where he's alone or isolated in any way? Doesn't like to take like a morning bath
Morning stroll.
or something.
Maybe it's just an anniversary of his birth, his birthday or something.
Okay, I do have an idea, but hear me out, okay? All right. We need to. We want to get him, yeah. What if one of us, say somebody who's quite tough but not very sneaky, challenges his thingy,
Yeah.
and while all the attention is focused on that, you guys stab him in the spine. Just saying, I'm big, I'm tough, I'm hard to hit, I've got healing. Just like there's this, and maybe like somebody else could help. Maybe somebody with a crossbow that screams could help me because I feel like he's not going to be very sneaky.
Would that? Yes. Yeah.
That could draw some attention, give you guys the time you need.
Would that go down okay if we take out the Tanaruk, but it's maybe not in the most honourable of fashions?
Bucket is a bit on the fence. There's not a huge amount of honour among orcs, but they tend to disrespect strength. But they don't tend to approve of interfering in the whole one-on-one situation.
Well, that's the thing. I'm having the one-on-one. You guys kill the boss.
If you could, yeah. Ultimately, if you could cause enough of a distraction when it happened, the issue would be you getting out. Essentially, it's possible. He has a good think, or should I say, a good think.
Good think.
Good old think.
I'm just thinking. I'm not very quiet. We need a distraction. Bada bing, bada boom. No, I know.
So far, all of our ideas have been shit, apparently. So we are.
So I think Bucket reckons you're onto something.
Whoa.
But he kind of the sticking point is orcs are bloodthirsty by nature, believe it or not, and it's probably not going to be that feasible to get to Burrs immediately after the fight starts because the orcs
he'll be
fairly aware.
Yeah.
If you wait until the fight's getting fairly juicy, then odds are his guards and him will be fairly taken up and a bit distracted, and it'll probably be.
They'll be too busy watching the fight. They won't pay attention, and bada bing, Rogue stabs him in the spine. Every plan is ending with stabs him in the spine right now.
You need to, at that point, something dramatic needs to happen to distract people enough that he's not immediately noticed, so you can all hop it out there. So Grumat reckons he can he can probably get those of you who aren't in the ring, he can use the cat heads to sort of.
Oh yeah, you guys all put a bucket on your head.
His cat heads can probably discreetly get you out, but the issue will be trying to get rid of Balok.
Yeah.
It's literally going to be all eyes on him. And if you do, if one of you were to interfere in the fighting, help kill a Tanarok, if you could do it in such a way that it wasn't immediately obvious what had happened, but it was very dramatic, you probably distract people enough that you could then
Leg it.
But you just need to get Thalok out in a way that no everyone's going to watch him run away.
I've got Tasha's Mind Whip, which is a spell that is a psychic damaged.
And actually, I can put Death Ward on myself, so I can die once while fighting this thing. I'm perfect for a distraction.
If we don't need me for the sneaking, I can come as your squire, and I might be able to help you out a little bit with a spell at the start.
Yes, my noble squire.
I pass you my only potion of speed.
Oh. You pass me a line of coke.
Yeah. Which gives you the effects of the haste spell.
For how long?
The minute that it lasts for.
It is okay, right? It is the full minute.
Oh,
okay, cool.
Okay, yeah.
I mean,
I
I'm
give it to you
with this
in
plan.
bottle form, by the way, not drink form.
You don't do a line on your hand and put it up to my nose. Okay.
Just drink it and then just try and feed it to you like a mother bird.
Yeah, exactly.
There were options. Does anybody object to this plan? Or have a better plan? Because, look, I've already burnt through one character. If I have to burn through another,
So I
was stuck downstairs, so a very quick.
I can make.
rundown.
Sorry.
So what we're going to do is Thalok is going to go in and challenge the demony Gribbly.
Mhm.
And then while he's fighting it, you sneaky fuckers are going to sneak up and stab the guy in the spine.
Okay.
That is the end of our plan.
I will go with Thalok, and I can make him more powerful.
My noble squire.
They'll just think it's still Thalok fighting.
Yep.
And then, if needs be, I can get us both out.
Oh, this is perfect. As long as you guys are going to be able to kill the guy, right? I mean, 2 rogues, guy with a screaming crossbow, guy who has access to magic he shouldn't have. I mean,
I have a whip.
Oh yeah, the whip.
The end of this might get a little bit hairy in the exfil, but I think this has some traction.
I think this is one of my best plans. I'm excited for it to go disastrous.
I love planning entry and not exit.
Where would the fight be? Is it going to be in like an arena?
Yeah, they'll probably just make a ring.
They'll just put down a couple of tents and just clear some space.
Yeah.
They'll just stand in a ring.
Okay.
Welcome to the arena.
Like at school.
Yeah,
Like when there's a fight.
The
They
grand
might
champion.
have a dedicated area. Who knows?
by Azura.
We all stand in a ring shouting fight whilst 2 guys stand around not fighting each other.
Just walking around.
Just, literally walking in a circle.
Hmm.
Threatening. I mean, everyone goes home because the teacher's come on.
So, Thalok and I gonna go sneak in whilst, walk in whilst Grumac helps you guys sneak in.
Mhm.
Alrighty.
Alrighty. Right, where am I? There we are.
Wait, out of curiosity, how long does the invisibility spell last for?
1 hour.
I'm going to cast Death Ward on myself, which has an 8-hour duration.
So just wondering if it would help us be sneakier if we were visible.
The way this is technically going to work is it's actually going to be Grumac who challenges Burrs, but he's going to choose the champion in the same way that Burrs.
Right. Yeah, makes sense. Okay. Come, my noble squire. Let's.
Or you could challenge him with a
bucket
big
doctor.
Grumac for the squire. For your champion.
I choose my champion, Meryl. What? Oh god!
Salutes.
So, Grumac gets you all set up. He gets some care heads in.
Yep.
And I'm going to admit that I didn't consider before I said that, but it sounds like they're a bunch of drug addicts.
No, they're all on ketamine.
Get heads.
And
Either that or it's like a 90s like craze.
it's fairly late in the evening, so it's not that busy. But he leads you down through. There's a tunnel nearby, and he leads. Hang on, bear with me, let's get you more. And he leads you through the tunnel down into the big pit.
Oh my.
What happens? Oh dang!
Oh, this is big. Yeah.
Oh fucking hell!
It's a nice pit.
Mm-hmm.
That's a nice pit.
There are quite a lot of orcs about. You noted. You
Yeah.
can see a fair few standing about in various places, but even more sort of, you can see underneath the tent. The tents are shown as like you see the roofs on this map, but there are more. You can see orcs sleeping underneath them.
Mm-hmm.
So you move. That's probably it.
Cool.
And there's some. I'm not going to enact all this out on the map, but so you walk through the camp. And you head to the big. There's a raised area with the massive tent at the top here, and they take you. So the cat heads and Grumac will lead you there, and there's a set of stairs, and you come up on, and Grumac asks an orc to fetch Burrs. So it's over here. What was I doing again? He has a chat with that guy, and after a while, a very large, unfriendly-looking orc arrives to greet you.
Oh no.
Boys, meet War Chief Burrs.
He's a big lad. That is some cool art as well.
Almost had the spelling right.
And in front of you make a bit of an odd sight. You're a bunch of non-orcs in a heavily orcish camp. The cat heads are kind of surrounding you as if you look a bit like prisoners, but not explicitly. And they do gather you all up. And in a surprisingly formal fashion, Grumac challenges Burrs for sort of leadership of this war party. Burrs looks a bit confused, and taken aback. Evidently, he wasn't expecting this, but he concedes, and
Concedes, we win.
no,
Checkmate.
Victory.
And after a bit of faff, they lead you inside the very large building at the back there.
This is where we crown our king, new king.
Crowned for a king.
Great,
Sound
yeah.
silence makes me feel of anger.
And after some time, everybody starts lining up. So I'll put you up here.
I'm in danger.
At the back of the arena is you see the Tanarok. He is getting on for 10 feet tall.
It's a bit large.
Thank you, boy.
Sorry, I'm just collecting all the orcs around the map and arranging them around the things. So bear with me.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Well, we wanted a distraction, so
Yeah, I mean, this was your plan.
this was my plan. So I did do this to myself.
I mean, to be fair, this is what 90% of the Shadow of War and Shadow of War game is.
That's true, actually. Yeah.
Ah,
Also, we're close enough that I can whisper healing word and heal him.
Oh yeah. Have you got quiet spell or whatever?
No, it's just like
Hmm.
healing word is just a word spell. Like there's nothing other than that. That's
I don't know the rules of Orcish single combat, but cool. Either way, I'm in.
So
No,
that
it's literally just a
spell
verbal
that
component.
Oh,
So
okay.
that spell that I was gonna cast on you has a range of self.
Excellent. It's all right. I've got this. I got this potion
gonna-
of cocaine.
I was gonna cast Spirit Shroud on you as well.
Yeah,
but it only
oh
had
dear.
self.
Okay.
Until just now, because I've never had to cast it on anyone else.
I'm glad this has come off, but I did take quite a lot of time making all of the map stuff for this in case you decided to sneak.
I am so glad, even more so, that we decided this strategy instead now. Okay, just like before combat starts, but like right before, I want to chug the potion of speed,
Yeah.
so I can have it right at the start of combat. But
Alright,
Yeah.
that's fair. I can
yeah.
I'll leave that.
You could make a big thing, but like a toast to the new leader.
Oh yeah. That's flawless. I have the charisma to be able to pull off a performance like that.
Do you?
No.
Are you a? Oh no, you're a cleric.
Yeah, unlike you, I'm not just a warlock.
Alright.
I know
You're lined up.
Sorry.
Sorcerer.
Same thing. Anyway,
So-
right.
You're all there. Where's the bucket? Oh, hang on. Right, so Buckethead stood with you guys. The rest of the ring is surrounded by orcs.
My noble squire has failed me.
I mean,
I was just about to do it, and then I try and do it, but then I was like, "Oh, why
You just
is
cast it on yourself, like, oh shit, that's what it does.
1,000,000 times I know how to do
What
it.
spell was it, out of curiosity?
Spirit Shroud is the one that I
Oh.
use a lot. But it
Yeah, you do
it's
use
on
it a
every
lot.
hit.
Yeah, that would be quite nice.
It's very nice. Very
Yeah,
nice.
it's pretty good. Yeah. Okay.
I,
there's your ring.
I'm ready.
Sam,
Right.
Sam, can I chat to you in another chat just for a second?
Oh dear.
Yeah.
I think Salumir is about to stab Thalk in the back.
I
I
guess what
mean,
it
it's a
can
safe
do-
assumption. Yeah. If he kills me, does he become leader of the orcs?
I think what I can do instead is I'm gonna cast invisibility on the rogues instead, so they can both get some fucking proper sneak attacks. On them.
I'm going to.
I think it would just be helpful for getting through the crowd.
Yeah.
I'm gonna sprinkle some holy water on the ground, and then cast bless.
Ooh, yes, bless. Do that.
Sam, can I try and subtly cast bless on the two rogues and Thalok?
What's the description?
What do you mean? What's the description?
Spell.
You bless up to 3 creatures of your choice.
Oof.
Roll me performance.
Performance, you say?
Do you have subtle spell?
No.
You should get subtle spell.
Spell's pretty handy.
Performance. I would also like to add my favored by the gods 2d4. And all out on this. So that'd be a 23.
I mean, you had already passed, but that's fine.
Doesn't matter. I didn't know that, and I
You
can't
had-
know that without using it. I have to
Yeah.
see
So,
the roll and then make the decision.
Yeah, you were able to get away with it, and you kind of pass it off as cheering for Thalok.
Yeah,
And what kind of throw a bit of holy water at him in the process.
nice.
Yeah.
And also the two rogues as well. So they've all been blessed.
Sneaky.
I have rolled a 25 stealth.
Nice.
But you also like to try and cast invisibility.
Right, while all this is going, Thalok is, kind of prancing around the arena, cheering to all the orcs, trying to rile up the crowd and hopefully keep their attention. Give you guys some help with your invisibilities and sneaky stabbies.
Yeah. Ideally, yeah. At the same time as Cyrus was doing that, I was casting invisibility on who was her name? Salumia and Axel.
Okay. So you've all done your little spells and stuff.
We've all immediately cheated.
I mean, it's not that bad, not that.
Orcs.
And I'm about to chug my line of cocaine.
Not that egregious.
Where am I?
Alan makes a big hoo-ha about chugging his potion speed.
Mhm.
Yeah. Boom. Does it give you advantage on initiative? Haste?
Let's have a look. Haste. I don't think it does.
I don't think it does, but just in case. But I mean, an
Haste.
18 is solid.
Gives you double your speed, 2 AC, advantage on dex saving throws, and 1 additional action on your turns.
Oh, 2
They
AC.
can only be used to take the attack action.
Yeah, I have 22 AC then.
Sorry, attack, dash, disengage, hide, or use object.
Do you want the rest of us to roll initiative as well, so that we can make moves during the...
Yes, that'd be good.
Okay.
Fuck.
Be the best way to manage where you all are and what you're doing. Good thinking, Batman.
Oh, we are... It's lucky we're not in the fight, really.
Donnie? Oh, there we go.
Dorne.
Why Scottish?
Don't know, it's just fun. It's a pleasing circle you've made there, Sam.
Thank you.
It is, yeah.
It's a very nice circle.
It is completely symmetrical.
Apart from this top bit missing.
Oh, no, I meant left to right. No.
No.
Because then, as far as you're aware, it may be, you just can't see it.
Come on, Dad, say something.
Look,
Yes.
you have entered ritual single combat with
I
someone
have.
twice your size, and you are not.
Yes.
You are not a small man in your own yourself.
I have made what I would call a genius decision. So I have Bless, Haste, and Death Ward active on myself, right?
Yeah, boy.
I am ready to touch time. Okay, what I'd like to do is start running towards him, and while running towards him, I'm going to cast Guiding Bolt. 2nd level. Boom.
All right.
It's a 20. Does that hit?
Is that against AC?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that'll hit.
Nice. Okay, so that hits into him, and then I'm going to run up next to him and use my bonus action to cast Spiritual Weapon at 3rd level.
There.
Okay, and one thing is, that's an upcasted Spiritual Weapon which has not included the additional dice. So it's an extra 1d8 on each of the rolls. So if I just roll 2d8, if that's alright.
Does the spiritual weapon immediately attack?
On the first thing.
On its first turn, and then it takes a bonus action to redo it.
Okay.
Yep.
So that's 20 damage.
Yes. Can I have the Spiritual Weapon on the other side of him? I mean, it would give it advantage, but whatever, you know, like, yeah, it got a nat 20.
I don't think the weapon can get advantage. It can just grant advantage.
Oh, is that the way? I couldn't remember which way around we
Yeah.
went for it. So,
I thought we did it the other way around. Oh no, because the weapon's distracting.
Yes, the weapon can grant players advantage, but it can't get advantage itself.
Well, then, now I'm going to use my hasted action to swing with my weapon. So 23. And that's the lowest possible roll I could get. But still. But large or smaller creatures have their movement speed reduced by 5 feet, so he's slightly slower.
Which won't make a difference.
Handy in melee combat, isn't it?
I am in melee combat, so that will end my turn. I'm pretty happy with that turn. I'll be honest with you.
It's a solid opening.
That is a really solid.
I think at this rate we just let you fight it out and
Yeah.
Yeah, why are we not doing this more often?
Yes, why aren't we just giving
Where
up?
were you when Clint was dying?
He was busy. He didn't exist.
Danny, do you have any intention of doing anything other than watching and enjoying the fight?
Donnie's gonna pick his belly button fluff.
Marvelous.
That's only a bonus action.
Meryl, I believe you're obliged to do the same because you are designated second. It would be inappropriate if you leave.
He's
Oh
already.
yeah, I'm still here. I'm just yeah, get him. You can do it. I'm just trying to like mimic some of the orcs, but not quite as lustily.
The Tanaruk is coming at you. Gonna put you in the picture. Oh, that's annoying. You've made a melee attack, haven't you?
Yes.
All right. Apologies. There was
Oh.
something that should have occurred at that point.
Oh no.
He has a reaction to basically just attack back instantly when you hit him.
Bastard. Bring it.
But he would have missed, so that's neither here nor there.
Yeah, because I got 22 AC and I'm a bitch.
That's where the next attack's a crit and it does 65 damage.
I mean, yeah, that's always a risk.
So he is then. So now it's his actual turn.
Yep.
He swings his great horned greatsword at you,
Ooh.
which will miss.
Yeah.
And then he tries to bite you,
Ooh.
and that is a 25.
Yeah.
Please take 12 piercing damage.
Damn. All right. I can't really complain. I ran up and fucking triple tapped the fucker, so you know.
I think that's his turn. He's a very. There's nothing exciting happening here. He's just fucking belting you. Nactil.
As an invisible boy, I'm just I'm assuming this isn't the whole crowd.
There are more. Yeah, I'm not going to place literally dozens of tokens.
Yeah.
But yes, there are
So I'm
more
just going to
than those over
move
there.
slowly through the crowds towards Big Boss, but not too close, and just carefully through the crowd.
All that's difficult terrain, so you can only move half your movement speed without bumping into it.
Okay.
There's a fly on me.
Say again?
There's a fly on my arm.
No, no.
Could not care less. Lumiere, it's your turn. I believe you're invisible.
I am invisible. I'm going over here. 2, 3. How many have I moved there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
The first couple of squares are going to be difficult terrain because you're moving through a crowd.
Oh, whatever. Can I go here somewhere and look and have a look for loot?
2, 4, 5. Yeah, you can move it there. Yeah, that's fine. What are you doing, sorry?
Looking about.
You cut out.
Looking about.
All right.
You're
Anything in
not
particular?
going to the guy to assassinate him.
I'm looking about.
Okay.
All right. It's an war camp. There's all sorts of shit like everywhere.
Is there any good loot under here? Is there any loot anywhere that I can see? Let me roll perception for you, Sam.
Apparently. You spot a few various bags of. Like they don't look like they're orcish make. Clearly, they were possibly here before the orc turned up, and you grab about half a dozen, and it's sort of they're obviously strewn about. They look like they've been picked up as sort of trophies, but not really appreciated for what they actually are. And you very quickly collate in the region of 750 gold.
Well, I've picked that up.
Yeah.
Oh, sick. What's 550 plus 750? That's 1250, isn't it?
No.
550
It's not going to
Really?
end in a 50 if you both numbers had a
Oh
50.
yeah, that's
It's 1300.
1300, isn't it?
Virus.
Cyrus is going to be muttering and praying under his breath, and holding an action to cast Healing Word as part of that muttering subtly, whilst holding on to his Path of the Light symbol. But hold an action to cast Healing Word if Thalok looks like he's about to die.
Okay. Preference, everyone's interested, but it's not. I wouldn't say they're in a frenzy or bang for blood at this point. It's still fairly. It's just that they're enthusiastic, but civilized as yet. I will try and give you a little update on the crowd at the end of each round.
Oh, the crowd's not so much the issue. It's more Thalok, if he looks like he's about to die, battered and bruised. And
No, it's more that if you cut down the war chief while the crowd aren't distracted.
oh, right, yeah, that's less of an issue for me, but that's fine.
Thalok. Okay. Well, I enjoyed that last turn.
Oh,
And so
are
I-
you wearing a smoking helm?
Huh?
Are you wearing the helmet that emits smoke?
I have that.
What you did? Or did we just talk about it?
I feel like we just talked about it. I don't think you actually gave that to me yet. What?
Oh no, yeah. Your Yarg's armor. You're wearing that, aren't you?
Oh yeah, that smokes.
Wisps of harmless, odorless.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah. Then yes,
You are lightly smoking.
I am lightly smoking. Okay then, so I would like to put my pipe away just for a moment. And it's a really effective turn, so I'm probably going to try it again. I'm going to cast Guiding Bolt. I'm going to cast it at 2nd level for fun. Ooh, a 12.
That will miss.
Damn. Okay, so that's going to just sail right past his shoulder, and I'll be like, I meant to do that.
Got great chest and just topple over dead.
Actually, he'd start glowing as well.
Alright, go check this out and then topple over dead.
Yay. Right, well, I'm going to have my spiritual weapon swing. This is without advantage. God damn it!
That would also miss.
Would the Guiding Bolt, you get a D4 with the bless.
Ooh.
Oh god, yeah.
Would a 16 have hit?
It would.
Oh. And that means I get advantage, and my spiritual weapon gets a nat 20. That's a good blaster.
Yeah. Oh yeah, because it's just the
It
next
gives
attack.
advantage.
It's just not.
Wow.
Yep.
Fucking.
It didn't matter last time because I got the nat 20 anyway, and now I get a nat 20 with the advantage. This is a great turn. And then I will also swing my warhammer, and completely fucking miss with it. But who cares?
Have you? Is that your hasted action?
That's my hasted action. Is the attack? Yes, I can't do this normally. That will end my turn.
Does a D4? Would a D4 matter, Sam?
Potentially.
Wait, how many times can I use
Bless.
the bless?
Every time.
Every time, really? And Jesus.
Yeah, it's just whenever the target makes an
13
attack
hit.
roll, saving roll.
No.
Okay, see, there we go then. All right. Well, that will end my turn then. Thalok will brag more about how great he is.
Got it.
Jesus Christ.
Donnie is gonna play some inspiring music on his lute for Thorlak.
Donnie's become a bard.
What do you think my character's name is?
Thalok.
You got the only 8 all round.
Alright, that's
Yeah,
fine. You've had a long day, Thomas.
it's a
Okay.
long day. Does that work? Yeah.
Loot.
Donnie plays the loot like a boss.
Yeah, it's surprisingly good.
Pumps out some fat tunes.
It is exclusively country music. Let's
It's
be
just
honest.
it's just dueling banjos.
Yeah.
That's the only
Yeah,
sort
It's like a hoedown going on.
I approve of this message.
Meryl.
Yeah, I guess things seem to be okay right now. I'd like to just hold my turn until after the Tanaruk goes. If that's okay.
Okay. It's a Tanaruk's turn, is it not?
Yeah.
Alright. The Tanaruk is going to yet again be an unimaginative boy. And he's first going to try and nibble you.
Mm-hmm.
Does a 9 hit.
No.
Alright. Then he swings his big old horny sword.
Horny sword.
I hate the
Horny
horny
sword.
sword. I do not like the horny sword.
Keep away with your horny sword.
Does a 22 hit.
A 22? Ah, that is my AC, you son of a bitch. Yeah, go on then.
26 slashing damage.
26 slashing damage.
Oh dear.
Okay. I like the idea of Thalok's being like really, really cocky this whole time that gets hit by that. Turns and goes, might be in a spot to bother, lads.
Yeah.
Hey, I can take one more of
You can
those.
take one more of those. That's okay. That's
Yeah.
okay.
The Tanaruk is not a delicate or accurate individual, but he does hit like a train.
It's alright, I have really high AC. The odds of that happening are very low, so I look forward to him cutting my head off next round. It's alright, I have Death Ward.
The odds are not in your favour. Maxwell.
I'm gonna move a little bit closer still, being careful. I'll probably just move to there, within whipping distance.
I'll be honest, I'm not sure you could achieve a coup de grace with a whip.
No, 100% not gonna happen. You can't kill anything with a whip. It's a ridiculous weapon.
What you can kill is the mood.
Well, I
I'm
can't.
hard committed. You know what? I've thought about having D&D characters with whips so many times, and every time come to the conclusion that they're just too shit.
Yeah.
But Richard has followed through, and I appreciate
Yeah,
it.
well, Richard hasn't had that second thought.
I don't have second thoughts.
Yeah.
Right, I've probably better return to the fray. And end my turn.
You're gonna make your way. Okay, no, that's fine.
You're gonna go over to the guy that you meant to assassinate.
No, I can't get to him. I've used my movement.
All the time you're off the kind of roof, like down here, you can move freely.
Which one's the guy we're assassinating?
You were here, weren't you? So you can probably get to this square. You get there without using any like. So that's three, and you've got 15 feet of movement left, and it's everything from there onwards is difficult terrain.
Well, I can dash though, can't I? Because I've got
Dash is a bonus action as well.
yeah. I can dash
Yeah, you could make it.
to there.
Yeah, that's fine.
I've used up my action though, haven't I?
As was highlighted earlier, you may want to wait until the crowd are a bit more into it before you get too carried away.
They're not all distracted by Donnie's loot playing.
They're not.
The guy also
They're not-
nearly just cut me in half. Is that
It's
not?
a 20.
Does that
It
not
was
warrant a little bit of a look?
Look,
It was at
the
22
crowd went to
though.
The end of the round.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Got one more turn and then it'll.
Don nearly got horny sword in half.
But Donnie
Yeah, I'll
was
be
playing
honest
the
with
loot.
you. If I have a character who is killed by the horny sword, I mean, I will have to make a bard as my next character, I believe, legally. So
Yeah.
Okay, Donnie will have to play Sexual Healing as his next song.
Nice. Speaking of healing, Cyrus would like to continue his muttering and his praying and cast Healing Word at the same time on Talok Iron Weaver.
I love the fact that you had to specify who it was going to be for.
Yeah, on Donnie for some fucking reason.
Yeah. Good job,
right?
Just on the big beastie.
So, I cast Healing Word.
Go on.
Go on then, you pussy.
Gain an additional 12 health points.
Hoorah. Thank
That
you.
could be important.
I
there's
like it
literally-
when he says these things.
There's literally no visual thing that anything has happened there as well with that spell. It's literally just words.
Talok.
Me. I mean, look, if it ain't broke, refuse to fix it.
This is the single combat equivalent of watching two men just stand in front of one another, literally toe to toe, and just take punches at each other's chin until someone passes out.
Yeah, pretty much. So I
There
will
is no
cast.
finesse here whatsoever.
There is
It's just who
absolutely
can last
no
longer.
finesse. It is purely based on how many spell slots do I have left, and they are running low. Okay, good. And then I will swing with the spiritual weapon, which gets advantage.
Crit, 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 crit.
It doesn't crit, but yeah.
Ooh, yeah, that's some solid damage. This Hanorok is starting to bleed.
And then I will follow it up with a spectacular miss with my weapon. Oh, hey, no, I actually hit. Nice.
Ooh, right in the knee.
11 damage. Wow. Nice. That's the most damage I
So-
can actually do.
We fucking do this. Jesus. I mean, you just like burn him.
Oh, and of course, Cyrus, his prayerful chanting.
I tried
Use that a bunch of
to
random
read
abilities.
Guiding Bolt. I shouldn't have done it.
Yeah, he shouldn't have. That was foolish. There you go. It's the next attack roll made against this target before the end of your next turn has advantage.
All right,
So
that was
yeah,
a successful round.
that will end my turn. And so I'll do another quick bumper coke. Yeah.
Donnie, what are you playing now?
Sexual healing.
Beautiful.
I really don't like that.
It's not beautiful.
Yeah, dumb thing, hit with a horny sword. Actually, that's why you were playing sexual healing, so I was explaining that it was a horny sword.
It doesn't translate very well into Orcish.
Honestly, now I say it out loud, it still doesn't make sense.
Lass dem Dachen over. Lachen over.
But it just sounds like Rammstein. So the orcs are the Germans. Is that what we're getting at?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, similar like before, I'm gonna hold my turn until after the Tanaruk's gone, just in case he turns Thalok into paste.
Right. Did you take the turn last time?
No, but I would have just said there's nothing. I'm just gonna.
Alright.
Yeah, not gonna do anything.
Hanorok is all up in your business.
I didn't expect this. Let him swing for the chin.
A 15 bite will not hit.
No, it will not. He cannot bite me on the chin.
Oh, yeah.
He's just nat 20, doesn't he?
He didn't crit.
Oh,
Yeah.
hey, nice.
It was fucking close, though.
Oh,
I'll take it.
So he does hit you.
Yes.
He does have a +8 to hit, so he did hit you.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah.
And he has taken you for 27.
Oh, 20 is one more than last time. Thank you for that heal, by the way, Dan, because that is how
exactly-
many hit points
Yeah.
I have.
He covers you hard with his horny sword.
Oh, God, not the horny sword.
no, nothing, anything but the horny sword.
Yep.
Whilst for my turn, just after, is that the Tanaruk done?
Yes.
For my turn, just after, I'm not going to do anything other than start like hopping from foot to foot and activate my blade song. But that'll be it. just in case things start getting a little bit frisky next turn. That'll be it.
I'm trying to find the image of what in my head what the horny sword looks like.
No.
I don't want to know.
I'm
Please,
imagining
please
something
don't
from
Google
Mortal
horny swords.
Yeah,
'Cause you're
I'm
going
not.
to see a
It's
penis.
particular weapon. It's a particular weapon from a game.
I already know which one it is, Sam.
You don't.
This.
just that big purple dildo from Saints Row.
That's literally
Yep.
that is literally the photo that I've just found on the internet.
I knew it.
Never wanted a weapon more.
Not complete horny swords.
He's googling horny whores.
What a surprise! Googling horny sword doesn't quite get what you think it would.
The awkward thing is that Sam's actually got the search term horny swords bookmarked.
Auto completes to horny swords in your area wanting me.
There it is. Honestly, I've done it. It's a relatively unremarkable image. When I said horny sword, all I meant was that it was kind of curved at the end.
Dom, if you have a Thessaline enema, then the horny sword, you'll have no trouble with it.
It'll just slide right in. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true.
Okay, fine. I'll leave in the
I
shit
love-
talk at the beginning.
I love your justification, but guys, the horny sword isn't a dick for real though. It's just curved at the end. It's-
It's ribbed for your pleasure.
Oh no.
Oh dear. I don't want to sound biased, but I would love this to be the way that another of Dom's died.
Honestly, I'm at this point I'm okay with it. But I have Death Ward. I'm fine for at least a turn,
Axel,
probably.
crowd's kind of getting into this now. Like they're both looking pretty fucked. There's a bit of frothing at the mouth going on.
Can I see any sort of orcish weapons on the ground near me?
There's none on the ground. There is a big orcish knife on the belt of a particularly fat orc next to you. But you would have to roll pickpocket to take it.
Could I use Mage Hand to retrieve it?
Not that be any more subtle, to be honest.
Yeah, I didn't think so. Yeah, I'm gonna try and take the orcish weapon to try and make it look like an inside job.
Right, roll pickpocket.
Do you mean sleight of hand?
Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
You gain a +4. Don't you do that? Oh no, it's saving throws. Never mind. Not ability checks.
And I suppose being invisible has no effect on my dexterity, does it?
No, allow me to roll a check.
I think it gives you advantage on stealth usually, but
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. You beat him by 1 point.
Nice.
You successfully light finger a robust but crude orcish knife.
Is that a bonus action or an action? I'm assuming because I've got to be quite careful of stealing it. It'll probably be an action, wouldn't it?
That's an action, yeah.
Then all I'll do is take one step closer to the bad man.
All right. On that note, I'm gonna make it Slimia's turn, and then I'm gonna go have a wee.
All right. Are we dispatching this guy?
Well,
alright.
I think that is the plan.
We
I
do
certainly
maybe
hope so.
one
Otherwise,
more.
I've just gone into single combat with a big demony boy on the
Which
hopes that
you
I might win.
You might just win, though.
I might, or he might cut me in half with his throbbing erection sword. So you know.
Okay.
It's going to be really awkward for you when in a minute the guy looks at you and just goes, "You got a pretty mouth." And then,
Uh oh. I cancel Death Ward. Let me die. Let me die.
Just licks his lips.
Oh no. Yeah, this is how another character dies. I accept it.
No, that ain't gonna happen.
Right. Lumia, what are you doing?
Well, I think we're gonna commence assassinationings.
Right. For all of cool sake, I will allow you and Naxor both to roll a sneak attack melee sneak attack with advantage.
Okay.
Represent the
Do I
fact
have
that
to
you,
use my cleaver, or have I got to use a dagger?
as long as it's a 5 foot, as long as it's a one-handed melee weapon, you can use either.
Okay.
Stabby, stabby.
Oh, well done, Naxor.
It's got advantage.
Does Naxor hit?
Cord needs to roll another d8 because he rolled an 8, and that's exploding dice.
Hey! After all this time, Andy finally has his dice explode.
Also, weird that you called him Cord.
He also needs to roll a sneak attack.
Right, hang on. Stop. Tell me exactly what you want me to do.
Roll a sneak attack.
So I'm rolling 4d6 now.
If that's a sneak attack, then yes.
Yes.
And now roll 1d8. You have exploding dice on your attack.
Or another 8.
When you max a roll, you get to roll that dice again and add it on. Right. Let's add all that up. So we have 12, 6 is 18, and a 9 is 27, and a 4 is 81, and 11, 42.
Fucking hell.
Stabby.
With a fucking knife.
For the sake of I am just going to leave the knife in his bag. The orcish knife I stabbed him with.
Yeah, I'm pulling my cleaver out.
Well, that's cool, because that's your way. I took someone else's to make it look like an orc stabbed him.
Lumia's cleaver is his horny sword.
It's just smaller than everyone else's.
It's girthier and squarer.
That's what you want.
Yeah, nice squared sword.
Right, so he's categorically fucked. There's no two ways about it. He's not dead yet, but he's probably going to die very soon. The slight issue we've got is you need him to not look dead until he is dead.
Shit.
With the knife that I've left in his back, I'm just going to hold on to it to keep him upright.
Twist it.
Bop it.
Wait, what did he say? What did he say?
Pop it. Imagine that's the last words you hear after you've been stabbed by somebody.
The guy
Twist
twists
it.
the blades, leans in and whispers, "Bop it."
Oh, that's fucking brilliant.
That was brilliant, Ed.
Perfectly timed.
Oh my god. I made him.
I know.
Oh dear. Right, he is steadily bleeding out.
Am I still invisible?
You both take a melee attack action, so no.
Uh-oh.
Can I hide
Roll the highs.
in plain sight?
Oh, you're in the crowd.
Yeah. Oh dear. Wait.
Put on your orcish bucket.
I gotta say, I swear to God, if you say stick a stone cold, you do successfully hide, but you drop your cleaver.
Well, I need to pick it up then.
That'll come next turn.
No, I'll pick it up now.
No, you won't. You're all out. You've done lots this turn. Cyrus.
I am going to heal Thalok again.
Jake.
Can't think why.
Going to cast the old healing word. Nine healing.
Oh,
And then, as a bonus action, I'm going to cast healing word again. This
How?
time. I've got quicken spell.
yeah, sorcerer.
At level 2 this time. Gain 7.
Oh. It's alright. Last time he hit me for 26, then he hit me for 27. Now if he hits me for 28, it will only kill me.
I did my best.
You did well. You did well. I can't fault it.
I did better the last time your character was dying.
That's true. This character
You
may
should
not
have
die.
healing potions on you.
I do. I'm just, yeah. I will when it's.
And you
He's
have an
busy
extra
winning the
action.
fight.
You can drink them.
Alright, the crowd are going fucking mental for this.
Yeah.
It's a solid fight. Tanaruk is looking wobbly.
Hmm.
And Thalok is pretty fucked too, to be honest.
He's looking pretty fucked, but he's been looking fucked for a while, yet still not going down.
He's a hardy
He
boy.
keeps looking
how
fucked and then
he's-
slightly less fucked.
He's going to end up being renamed Thalok Ironside at this rate.
Oh yes.
Yeah. Iron Chin.
He's a hardy boy. Thalok.
Yes.
Are you,
So- Is it an action or a bonus action to drink healing potions?
bonus action.
All right, here we go, baby. I'm going to cast. It's gonna be another guiding bolt opener, but I'm gonna.
Sorry, Dom, are you Matt or Jeff?
What?
Hardy boys, are you Matt or Jeff?
I'm gonna beat you to death with a rock. That's what's
Jeff, it is
gonna
then.
happen. Yeah, Jeff, it is. There you go. So it's a higher level guiding bolt with pretty fucking shit rolls on the upcast, but okay. How is the creature looking? I'm trying to decide if I drink the healing potion or not.
I mean, he's swaying,
I like swag. I feel like I can beat swag.
covered
I've
in
had some
blood.
healing. I have Death Ward. I'm gonna have my spiritual weapon swing with advantage. It's 22 for 16 force damage. Yeah.
He yet stands.
That's fine because I'm going to use my hasted action to swing with my warhammer and finish him off. Ooh.
Alright, he with a great gusto, you swing your anchor
Mm-hmm.
No.
and you plow it into his skull.
Yes.
Yes! Oh my god!
Get in the
I
bin.
am the new orcish
I was
warchief.
not expecting that to actually just work.
Fucking hell.
Guys, change of plans. We don't need to kill bears. Don't worry.
You just see us standing in the crowd, just shrugging. Like, we've
Just
done
for,
it.
ref-
Yeah, nice.
just for reference, you cheated horribly.
We did.
A bird.
Yeah, I was going to say.
I
In
said
a fair fight, that Tanaruk had Thalok every day of the week.
Oh, yeah, without a shadow of a doubt. But
Oh, yeah.
as far as Thalok is concerned and anybody he tells, he 1v1 this fucker.
I mean,
Oh, so if no one gets any credit for the healing. Fuck me.
literally a potion and a healing and a healing word was all it was. I
Three
think
healing
that-
words.
It was 4 healing words, I believe.
Also, the bless was really useful.
Oh yeah, the bless was very clutch.
It was
Yeah.
And I-
4 healing words, a bless, a potion of speed.
I
And Johnny's loop
should
playing.
say as well, I burnt through so many spell slots as well.
I don't want to say that Cyrus was the puppeteer of Thalok's victory, but
But I mean, also Thalok has an 11 in intelligence, so he's deciding not to give you credit.
I mean, it also probably really helped that Sam forgot about the reaction for the big beastie on every single melee attack.
instead now you can't change it.
Because it's against all that makes a melee attack. So there was a couple of times when he didn't use the Warhammer and Mooring the second time around.
Yeah, no, I kept missing with my Warhammer, but
Yeah.
Oh, does it have to be hit with an
right.
attack?
Yeah.
I I thought it was just whenever someone makes a melee attack.
In response to being hit by a melee attack, the Tanaruk can make one melee attack with advantage against the attacker.
I'm
With
assuming
advantage,
the.
fucking hell. I'm assuming it
um,
doesn't get one when I've just killed it, but just checking.
Yeah.
You know?
No, but the spiritual weapon didn't trigger it because it's not an attacker.
Yeah,
Like, you can't hit it, can he?
yeah.
Honestly, like,
Is he smart enough not to try though?
honestly,
Cyrus
like,
is going to
that-
push his
that
way to the
alone-
ring.
that like specific point of weirdness probably
Yeah.
saved you.
Almost certainly.
Cyrus is going to push his way
anybody
to the
else-
ring and hold Thalok's hand up in the air like they do in boxing.
Anybody else who did that would have been taking like that. You know, that 26-27 damage would have been hit, like swinging every time they hit it as well as every turn.
I will say a 1 versus 1 against one big enemy is like what Thalok is built to do. Like he can last a really long time in that. Particularly with healing and
everybody
haste
basically giving you everything they could to make that.
and of course a soundtrack provided by Donnie. So
Yeah.
I'm realizing I need to reassess some of my spells.
And the rogues were there.
Hey, you guys stabbed the guy.
That did some fucking work.
So Cyrus, one that walks into the ring and holds Thalok hand high, and in the interim,
Slightly step
Grimmack
away.
is like elbowing Merrill and Donnie in the ribs really fucking hard. Like he can't be there celebrating. He needs to leave. Like you all need to go now. And he highlights the fact that the war chief's eyes are now closed.
As we're just about to leave, I just lean into Grumac and just quickly whisper, like, just as we're about to leave, you don't happen to know where there's any treasuries, big rooms of shiny things at all whilst we're here? Any very like ancient looking artifacts, that kind of deal?
He tells you to check his tent.
What? Burz's?
His tent.
Oh, his. Oh, yes. Thank you very much. And yeah, we peace out. I guess.
As most things involving orcs do, after about 30 seconds of the orcs like cheering at Thalok, and Thalok and Cyrus move to the end of the ring, and then the orcs are descend into a brawl because what else would they do?
Yeah, I mean, what are you going to do? It's a Saturday. You've just seen a good fight. Let's have another one. All right, let's get out of here before we get stabbed. I hear there's an orc
Whilst
who's
this is
going around
going
stabbing
on,
people.
I'm going to give you a couple potions of greater healing just to drink.
Oh, I've still got Death Ward. I'm good.
Yeah, but you know,
How much healing are those?
4d4 plus 4.
All right, you make it to the bottom of these steps before the war chief topples over forwards,
Run, run, run!
and the brawl very quickly becomes an actual fight.
So we got away with that.
So there are orcs like just outright killing one another on top of the in the arena up there, and you
We
very
did
quickly
that.
pop it out.
I'm pretty sure that's what the little bucket man wanted. Or did he just want people to go for a walk?
We misunderstood the instructions. He just wanted the orcs to, invest a bit more in exercise.
We are turning
I
into
gotta get
pretty
this.
efficient assassins. Look at us.
Yeah, get us.
Only
Murder
against
squad.
evil people.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah,
He was a literal demon.
Yeah, exactly.
The silence after that was a very pregnant pause.
Is all of us just remembering, like, yeah, we have to justify things to Cyrus.
Way ahead of you, mate.
Enemies of the Imperium. And everyone else.
Exactly.
We're
Filthy
enemies of the
demons.
Imperium, aren't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a minor details.
It's the logic we use for justification.
I guess we hightail it out of there
Well, we got to stop off at his tent.
and,
right?
and stop off at the tent.
We hightail it to the tent.
Can we also go to the big boys' tent as well?
No, you were just in it, slash on top of it.
I got a good look at it. There was this big demon in there.
It's full of orcs fighting one another. Not
Yeah.
I misunderstood what was going on there.
Might be a little bit. Yeah, that might be a bit dicey right now.
Give it a week.
Let's come back when they leave.
Can you guys see most of the map like in black and white?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. I'm glad that you can see the levels there.
Yeah, that's cool. I think it must be just part of the fog of war kind of stuff.
I'm glad. So are you going to Grumak's tent?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, you head into his tent, come chat.
Take a shit in his bed.
And in the corner, there's a barrel. There's not a lot in there, but there is a barrel in the corner, and it looks like he uses it as like a side table. There's just like random assorted crap, like a few bones and stuff on top of it. But that's the only container of any meaningful size in there. And you crack it open, and the entire barrel is full to the brim with various gold and jewels. You can't tell if it goes all the way down, but it is definitely full at the top.
It's like I just I upend the bag of holding and just shump it over and tip it to get it in.
Don't forget the barrel.
You squeeze the barrel into the bag of holding. You're like pulling seams tight as they'll go to get it squeezed through the opening. It goes in there.
Yeah, awesome.
That takes you a good 5 minutes, by which point you can hear footsteps on the walkway up to where you are.
All right, go.
Go, go, go.
Run. Just get back to our scouts.
You hot put it out. And you make it back to the. It's now. So that whole affair, you arrived sunset? It took most of the night. It's now dawn, sort of early morning time. And you meet with Sergeant Short. And can sorry, I've forgotten something here. Can I get the two rogues to roll me perception checks, please? Apologies, I was meant to do this earlier, but I was distracted and slightly drunk.
Oh. Oh, wait.
Knew that was
He
coming.
keeps trying. Yeah.
You're both blessed.
Yeah.
It's for
Roll the-
saves,
roll the
not
D4.
checks. Attacks
No,
and
it is
saves.
ability checks.
Don't think so.
I thought it was all of them.
Paste it in. I'm pretty sure. I think it's attacks. Ability.
Whenever a target makes an attack, roll a saving throw before the spell ends.
Oh.
Yeah, attack or
That's
saving throw.
attacks as well. Oh, that's right. Yeah. That's
Attacks and saving
Ah.
throws, but not checks.
I thought that was a perception saving throw.
I believe it was. Roll the d4. It's also been longer than the minute.
Oh, yeah, that's fair. All right, don't worry. You notice nothing.
to know.
All right, you head back and you meet Sergeant Short. He says he asks you what the fuck you did because the whole city's like a hornet's nest. But they're still due to be there for another 24 hours. Ish. So he advises you get some sleep.
Yeah.
All
And
right.
you've been
Yeah.
up all night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Before we do that, shall we all go into Meryl's tent and divvy up the sick loot?
Oh yes.
Oh, well, actually, no. Before we do that, should we go to the merchant and get our reward?
This is still 3 days away. We're still in
Yeah, we're still
Oh,
in the battle.
Oh yeah, I forgot. It took
Yeah.
us 3 days to get there. Never mind, carry on.
I cast Lehman's tiny hut as a ritual just to kind of have a little safe space for tonight.
Real hard.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah. Dump out the loot and divvy it out, whatever that may be.
All right, bear with me.
I'm gonna clock off in a minute.
You working tomorrow, Andy? Are you off?
No, I'm not working. I'm fucked. I'm so tired.
I'm trying to work out.
How much gold fits in a barrel?
Yeah, I'm doing it by weight actually. So translate that into pounds. So what you've got there is approximately 250 pounds of gold and jewels.
Shit.
This is pretty good, yeah.
Nice.
And I believe
What's the exchange rate of a pound to gold coins?
each gold coin weighs about a third of an ounce. So there are 50 gold pieces in a pound of gold.
How many gold pieces are in a pound?
There are 50 gold pieces in a pound of gold.
So 250 by 50 is a fuck ton.
125,000. Sorry, no, 12,500 gold.
1,500 gold, we'll call that.
Alrighty. Well, that works out quite nicely, actually. Well, 12,000 at least.
How much each, sorry?
I don't know, whatever 12,500 divided by 6 is.
So 2,000 something.
Let's have a look.
Okay, call it 2,100 each, that's easier.
I like that.
Legend.
Oh,
I'm now carrying 3,400 gold.
Phew.
I'm pleased with the fact that so far my rate of this is how much it weighs. Let's work out what
You
it's
have
actually
been-
worth.
It's
that
actually
was
pretty good,
bang
yeah.
on.
Yeah.
that was true. That was the gold. What about the gems, though, Sam? You said gems as well.
The gems were equally above and below value in weight that it worked out.
Oh, you son of a bitch!
What a happy coincidence.
Damn you and your logical thinking.
Tom,
I'm chuffed at it for the second time now. I've just
You've done well.
taken a weight. You know, I actually did that. I was like, how much liquid? Well, the standard size of like a barrel of something is like, well, a standard size is 30 gallons.
Mm.
I searched 30 gallons in kilos, then converted it to pounds, and then worked out how many.
That's going to annoy Tom because one of those is volume and the other one is mass.
Yeah. If it's gold, it's incredibly dense.
See, I knew it'd annoy him.
It was a 30. I was thinking along the lines of it's a 30 gallon
It's fine.
drum, and the liquid would be X given weight.
It's pretty all liquid.
Well, assumably whatever you put in a 30 gallon drum, water. I assume.
Gold.
Liquid gold, yeah.
But
Liquid lead.
you probably the additional density you're getting from the
Yeah.
gold is being offset by the fact that the gold, whilst individually each gold coin is denser than water, there's air gaps.
Yeah.
Because it's not liquid.
There's a lot of very large, worthless crystals in there as well. But no, you've nailed it with the just random number. Well done.
oh, that was very good.
One day I'm going to fuck it up and you're going to end up either really rich or really fucked up.
You'd be like, oh, it's about a ton of gold in there. You're like, oh.
It's just like a swimming pool full of platinum, I guess.
There's actually a barrel and it's filled with printer toner.
It's just saffron.
I imagine it wouldn't surprise me if Prince Toner was pound for pound more valuable than a lot of things.
It is, yeah.
Anyway, you're now very wealthy.
It's 20
And,
times.
You have a good nap, and you do leave successfully the following day. Before you do, though, you do get a visitor. So the next morning, before the mid morning when you're due to leave, you get a visit from your old friend Grumac.
With his, I assume, new title.
He wasn't scoping for control. He just wanted to leave.
Huh.
So he returns and confirms that the orcs, by and large, will be leaving No, and the majority will be leaving, and those that are left probably won't pose a threat, and/or will leave at some point in the future. So,
Oh, good.
You've successfully broken the threat that stood for what 20 years. But he asked to speak to you in away from Sergeant Short and the rest.
Oh.
And he takes you to one side and says, "Boys, you may or may not have noticed I'm fairly magic-like.
Mm.
And after you did in Burrs, I had looked, and unless I am very mistaken, which I really am, he was charmed."
Oh.
Oh.
Interesting.
And
Any idea who could have done it?
well, orc magic ain't like normal magic. And it weren't orc magic, it was human magic.
Have you ever come across a very charming talking skeleton before?
Skellington.
Skelly-bone.
No.
No, well,
But there's
I have ideas.
more. I found notes in his pockets.
He's got notes in his pockets.
Pockets is.
A clue.
Currency notes.
Egat!
Oh.
What were they, sorry?
Money.
Currency notes.
Oh, like
They
that.
had a big imperial crest on them.
So somebody from the Empire, likely. Ooh.
I think whoever charmed him and paid him wanted him to make the orc stay.
Yeah.
Has anyone from the Imperium been seen around here lately?
It's Augsburger, what do you think?
Well, no, but
You silly fuck.
anyone?
We literally came
Anyone
with
left?
scouts from the Imperium.
Well, the Imperium think that it's been 20 years, but if someone's gone in there and paid him, maybe it's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's possible.
Has anybody left and come back recently? On the orc side of things.
We orcs.
Jake.
We wander.
Cool, great help, thank you. Good luck.
We'll look into this. Who's going to benefit from this?
Well, we need to try. I mean, if we can find any prominent orcs in the Imperium, if there are any, or who may have been used as spies, I guess.
Well, it might be one of the people in the forts is making like a killing off of just being out here. Maybe he owns a company that makes forts, and the politicians have paid him a lucrative contract to continue to build forts. But there's no fort building. If there's no orcs.
Stonemason Guild all along. I knew it.
Oh, I can see another assassination in our future, so it's fine.
Ah, yes.
You head back to. It's a few days journey, but you head back to Kalshrok, and that will be the end of this session.
Ooh.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah.
Utter fucking chaos.
that was a great fucking session.
It's weird. We made a plan, we executed the plan, and everything went to plan.
And it went way better than I was expecting. I was totally expecting to have to I was waiting to dimension door and do all sorts of shit. Thankfully.
Yeah.
It was the first time he hit me for 26, so I was like, ooh, maybe I need to reevaluate these plans.
Yeah.
Up until then, I thought I was pretty confident in everything.
But you're doing between 20 and 40 damage to him around as well.
Yeah, I'm very effective when I just burn through all of my spell slots.
Yeah.
And the rogues
And
are
then
very,
after that-
we're very useful when we sneak up on someone who's not paying attention and stab them in the back.
Whilst you're invisible.
Yeah.
With a gigantic distraction.
Well, thank you very much, guys. I
very
need to
good.
jump off, so I will catch you guys hopefully tomorrow.
Yeah,
Catch it.
Actually,
Yeah.
See you later.